I'm Kyla here with Carrie, and I'm going to interview her about wealth and nutrition. So, how did you get into being health conscious and more so nutrition?
Well, actually, my senior year in high school, I just kind of I was getting sick a lot. Not anything serious, but I knew that I had to make a lifestyle change, or else things weren't just gonna be. I don't know. I just knew that I wanted to be healthy, and I took a nutrition class senior year that really opened my eyes up to nutrition a lot. We would cook and learn how to incorporate superfoods into our meals and stuff, and how much exercise you should be getting a day, how much water you should be drinking. So it really opened my eyes because I didn't really know much about any of that before. No one had really taught me, so it was good to get to take a class like that, and I think that's what first got me into it. Definitely.
Okay. So, what differences do you do now that you are more health conscious?
Well, I definitely try to drink at least 60 ounces of water a day. I try to get every food group in to my meals. I try to do at least 30 minutes of exercise, no matter really what it is, whether it's walking with my friends or actually going to the gym. I'm just really it became a hobby. I like to go shopping and pick out new foods that I've never tried before. I just tried quinoa, and I tried introducing it to my family, and they're like, "What is this?" But I like teaching people about it, and teaching myself about nutrition and things like that.
I love quinoa.
It's so good.
It is really good. It's really healthy for you.
Yeah, it is. It's really good.
So do you think that you've seen differences in your health now that you've changed?
Yeah, I definitely do. I mean, I noticed I felt a lot better. I had more energy, and I wasn't getting sick anymore. Not just colds, and I just felt I always had energy, and I felt better in my body. After my freshman year in college, I really started getting into it that summer, and I just felt amazing. I felt so good, healthy, happy, and I just knew I could see a complete change in myself, and I think a lot of my family got into it with me, and that helped a lot. So we're all starting to they're starting more to get more into it with me too.
Do you ever have slip-ups, or do you cheat?
Oh yeah, all the time. I will have a day a week where I'll just cheat, because I don't think you should deprive yourself of sweets or being lazy. I'm all for that too. So I like to definitely hang out, just have my ice cream, because I love ice cream, but I'll have frozen yogurt too. I don't know, I'm not full on vegetables, fruit, you need that, you need this, you need all this exercise. I just believe you should be good to your body and really health conscious.
Well, it seems like you're very well-rounded. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Alana. I just wanted to know if I could ask you a few questions. So I heard you studied abroad. What motivated you to decide to do that?
Well, I always knew that I wanted to study abroad. It was just kind of a matter of when. And last October, my roommate, we were both living in the dorms, and she was like, "I think I'm going to go to Australia next semester." And I was like, "Oh, really?" Because I was planning on going my junior year. And she was like, "Yeah, I'm just going to go this year, our sophomore year." So I was like, "Oh, well, I don't want to be alone in the dorms, and I don't really have anything holding me back. Plus, it made living for my junior year easier since I had a house, and I didn't have to sublet or anything." So when she said that, it was already October. It was right before Halloween. I almost missed all the deadlines. I kind of did. But I just applied and then just went.
How did you choose Barcelona out of all the other options?
I actually kind of always knew that I wanted to go to Barcelona. I knew that I took Spanish for a while, so out of all languages I didn't know, that one, I kind of knew that one a little bit better. But, and I just really wanted to go to a place, I know they have it's a beautiful city, it's a big city. UMass isn't a city, so I wanted to be somewhere opposite, kind of. And they have good nightlife, and it was also the beach and a city, so.
Would you say it was a life-changing experience?
Yeah, definitely.
It was?
I think that it's such a good opportunity to be able to travel on your own, and I went there not really knowing other people. I didn't room with anybody that I knew, so you're kind of on your own. this foreign country and then traveling on top of that, you learn about a lot of things.
Did you have a lot of anxiety in the beginning?
Not really. I was kind of nervous, you know, mostly when I was packing and I was like, how am I going to fit all my clothes and my shoes? But other than that, I was kind of just more excited, but definitely nervous.
And would you persuade other people to study abroad?
Definitely. I think that if you have the ability, if you can, with financial reasons and for your major, then I don't see why you wouldn't. If it's an opportunity that you can do, then I think everybody should.
Well, thank you for your time today.
No problem.
Okay, ready. Hi, Lana. How are you?
Good,
Thank
how are
you
you?
for sitting down and talking to me. I'm just going to ask you some questions about babysitting because you said you're interested in that. So I want to know what got you interested in babysitting. When did you start thinking that this could be your hobby or something?
Well, I've always lived in a neighborhood with tons of children, so there's always a little child running around the street, and I've always found them to be so adorable. And my parents actually were the ones that kind of initiated the job for me. They'd say oh, my daughter, she loves babysitting. Why don't you meet her? And then it just clicked. So I think in about 5th grade is when I first began to mother's helper, and then I upgraded to actually babysitting.
So there was the kids in the neighborhood. Do you have any younger siblings?
I have an older brother, much older actually, but I always did want a younger sibling.
Yeah, that's cute. So did it become as you grew up? Did it become a job? You got paid for it, obviously.
Even when I was in 5th grade, I got paid, but it was $2.50 an hour. It was very low key, but it turned into a job in high school. And then actually this past summer, I babysat with obviously a well-paid hourly wage. But yeah, so it's definitely I consider it to be a job rather than a hobby.
Mm-hmm. And do you have a job here at school at the moment? Are you
I
working?
actually just got hired at the annual fund to call alumni and ask them for donations. So not really babysitting at all, but
Yeah, because I was gonna say there's all these listings on the UMass website where they have babysitting jobs and stuff. So I feel like you would be really good at that too.
I wish I knew that before I applied at the annual fund.
And so since you've been babysitting for a major part of your life, you probably enjoy working with children. Do you think this will influence your career choice later on in life? Are you thinking of working with children?
Initially I didn't, and I still currently don't, but every now and then I kind of think, wow, I'd be so good as a teacher
Yeah.
or something with children, but I just don't think it's the path I want to take, even though secretly it would be very fitting.
Yeah, maybe later on in
Yeah.
life or something like that. And do you have any funny babysitting stories, any particular
Oh,
ones
I have tons.
you can really think of?
Well, this past summer, one of my responsibilities was to shower a little girl, and she would turn around and shake her fanny at me and be like, "Can you see my butt?" Because they're too young to know that. Obviously, if you're new, I can see your butt, but it was just really precious.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so cute. Must be really funny doing that.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you for sitting down talking with me today.
Of course.
Appreciate it.